Welcome to Category 5 Technology TV. This guy's back. We're going to have a really great show for you tonight. Now, I invented a really cool thing. It's really cool.
It's a box.
It's a really cool box.
It is.
And it does a really cool thing. And then some company did a better job than my thing and brought it out. And so we're going to show you that tonight. No, actually, their device is super cool. You've probably had your internet go down before, but you're not home to restart your modem or router. Well, we've got a device for you tonight that's going to do it automatically. Stick around.
This is Category 5 Technology TV.
Our live recordings are trusted only to solid-state drives by Kingston Technology. Revive your computer with improved performance and reliability over traditional hard drives with Kingston SSDs.
Now I feel like I need to live up to that. Category 5 streams live with Telestream Wirecast and Nimble Streamer. Tune in every week on Roku, Kodi, Plex, and other HLS video players. Visit our website for more details. Category5.tv.
Category5.tv is a member of the Tech Podcast Network. I don't have a voice.
Come on, get down there.
She's using her voice.
Yeah. Category5.tv is a member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. cat5.tv/TPN. And the International Association of Internet Broadcasters, cat5.tv/IAIB.
Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to this guy over here, that deep voice that you heard, the
deep voice,
the announcer voice at the beginning.
Hi, guys.
Our live recordings, Kingston Technology. Yeah,
no,
that's Henry Baillie-Brown.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, I'm Robbie.
I just sound like Gollum.
Gollum.
I'm Sasha.
Gollum guest star appearance.
Nice to have you here. How you been, man?
I've been
been a
good.
while.
You know, I've been living with the polar bears up north. I just got back from Iqaluit.
Iqaluit.
Yeah, it's just like
that's like way.
It's I guess it's not up there. It's like I don't even know which way.
So as far as Canada goes, so when people picture Canada, Henry, they picture the igloos that we live in now. It was about 40 degrees.
We actually had igloo
last
competitions.
Week. You had igloo. So this is the the Great White North of Canada.
Yeah,
right.
That's all you can see. No trees.
My sister Colleen, who some of you may remember, she lived in Whitehorse until just recently.
Woo.
That's south to Iqaluit.
Is that like Northwest Territories or?
It's Yukon.
Yukon. Okay,
yeah.
so the other side of the country.
Exactly, but still, like Whitehorse is very far north and still south of where you were, I believe.
Good Northern Lights.
So you need to explain to us, a little bit about. Okay, so you were here one day.
Yeah.
And then gone. Then
I was gone. Then I was.
How did that happen? What happened here? And found yourself in Iqaluit. I was just like, I'm Canadian, eh? So you know, I just thought I'd go up to the igloos.
The good news is that they did have a Tim Hortons up there. Although it
Tim Hortons
sponsored.
It's an entire province. They had a Tim Hortons.
Technically, it's a territory.
Oh,
so
technically, okay.
Yeah, it's something else. But it was fun. Yeah, it's good to be back.
So was it work related? What were you?
Yeah, it was for co-op. It was for school. I was working at the airport. Yeah, I was working at like the FBO at the airport. But yeah, it was
co-op for school for me was like going to the local computer shop and sorting their screws.
I worked at a bakery and they made me do the dishes. Like that's all I did.
That's it.
Like,
yeah,
that was co-op for me.
You went to Iqaluit.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Playing around with airplanes. That was pretty fun. You know,
playing around with airplanes.
If the military came in, if like the multi-billionaires have their like G5 jet come in, I'd park it for them and say hi to their dogs. Mostly their dogs. I'd say hi to the people too, but their dogs were awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, they gave pretty good tips. But
best
no, it was great.
Co-op ever.
No, it was. You know what? It was a blast. You know, and it's just like the amount of like aviation experience that it really gave us.
Yeah.
Like, because there's 2 other co-op students from Barrie that went up there too, but it was crazy because like there's some days where it's like you could not see 3 feet in front of you because of the snow. Then other days it was like negative 72 degrees Celsius.
So
you couldn't even go outside.
72 degrees Celsius below zero. Now is that an exaggeration? That must be.
No, I was actually outside negative.
No.
I was working that day.
No.
Somehow the
great.
airplane
That doesn't seem like it could exist on this planet.
No, but no, it was cool though, because like we did like cold weather testing.
intended.
Pun intended. It was cool. Yeah, no, it was totally awesome because like all the aircraft manufacturers, they brought their airplanes there for cold weather testing.
They
right?
heard you were there, and they thought,
Yeah, well, no, like I was working
Okay.
at the airport. They bring them to
that makes
Iqaluit.
sense. Okay,
Because like
they're working in up
really
in-
cold, so
I'm
they're
guessing it's-
testing their
it's
new
cold
planes.
up there too, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
then-
yeah. So if they work in Iqaluit, they should work high altitudes.
Anywhere.
Yeah, pretty much at
Yes.
that point. Yeah, but yeah,
Very cool.
a lot of memories that I will cherish forever. Many I can't say on air, but it was a very fun time.
Now we know you as a drone flyer pilot.
Yeah,
Did you take your drone with you?
Oh no.
So you were just
I would,
you were
yeah.
flying the big.
I went into
airplanes.
withdrawal of drones
Yeah.
up there. It was kind of sad.
So you went from flying your drone
Yeah, from every day.
to what were you flying? What kind of
I was
planes?
actually on the ground the whole time.
Oh,
I
you were
was-
on the. You were moving
You
the
were
planes
just
around at the
taxiing,
airport,
right?
kind of.
We did like everything
That's
that.
the word.
Where's Sean Connery taxi? No, no, we were handling the aircraft. So it's basically like a military flight would come in, like a C-130 or something. We would organize everything. So it's like unloading cargo, personnel,
Okay.
transport. We'd be on the radios. We had like a few charters that we'd have every day. Be on the radio, say, "Hey guys, what's up? You're coming in with X amount of
Planes.
passengers."
Us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty fun.
So-
I don't want to get all like radio.
So you were gone for several months.
Yeah.
How? Let's just put this out there. What was your favorite plane that you got to like be a part of? To actually-
That's actually classified. I'm not allowed to. No, actually, legit. There's some planes I'm not allowed to talk about still.
Yeah?
because the aircraft manufacturers brought their planes there, right? So like the new
so
planes
these are like classified.
that aren't
that are-
even. Yeah,
They're
so it's
still
just
working
like,
on building them.
Yeah, but I got to walk inside and be like, oh, it's
Really?
so nice. Yeah,
So do you get to see anything that's like for the future?
maybe.
Oh,
Category 5 TV technology.
I'm trying to get this out of them, folks. I'm trying to get it out.
Yo,
of them.
the best part was though is the Canadian Forces like C-17 though.
Yep.
Because it's like besides marshalling in like a plane as normal, it's funny because like we were used to like 737 size of airplanes, which are big, right? Like they're the Air Canada. Like you get on, you fly around, Sunwing, WestJet. And then you have like this giant C-17 comes, which is like
dwarfs
3 or
those
4
ones.
times the size.
Wow.
You're looking up
Yeah.
at the pilots when like you're like marshalling them in, and you're like, whoa, it gets bigger. What the heck? Hi. It was
Wow.
really fun though. So
Cool.
yeah, if you guys ever want to go up north, it's very fun.
I heard it was minus 72 up there.
Food is
So-
crazy. If you ever
do
go
they
up
eat?
there for
What do you eat?
Timbits.
There is a Tim Hortons.
Very Canadian of you.
No, because that's the thing. The only way in and out during the winter months is by airplane, right?
Right.
There's no
Right.
roads. There's no.
So you're not getting. So you're not getting
Everything's flown
imports.
in.
You're not getting a lot of imports, and you're not eating kiwi.
The
fruit
best
and-
way, literally the best way to live up there is order your food off Amazon. Like
No.
everything you can. That's how we
What?
survived. Literally, my
Did
friends.
you use the affiliate links?
If anyone here is watching up in Iqaluit, use those affiliate links.
Please do.
But yeah, no, because like a box of Pop-Tarts is like $8 up there when it's only 2 here, right? Like that's an example.
Oh,
like
okay.
everything's like 3 or 4 times more expensive.
Really?
So it's
Okay.
like if you can buy all like your non-fresh stuff, your non-perishables on Amazon,
Soups and
have
things
it-
like that?
If you have Prime, it's free shipping, and it's there in like 1 or 2 weeks up there. It's
How
not
do
3
they
days.
do it?
Unreal.
How
But
do they
literally
do it?
90% of their like cargo jet, that's like the main like people who bring like
Yeah.
cargo in. It's just all Amazon. Just rename it Amazon Jet. Like it's amazing.
Wow.
It's saved the communities up there. It really has. But
So Henry's little side business
little
of selling
side business of like, selling
Pop-Tarts.
pops and stuff.
Pop Tarts are only $6
Yeah, yeah.
over here in my booth.
I feel like
but-
everybody who hasn't should buy some stocks in Amazon since they make
Yeah.
the world
Yeah.
turn.
Wow.
But yeah, all I can say is that when I got back to Ottawa and eventually back to here, thank goodness for trees again. Thank goodness for actual real internet again. I went into withdrawal, and thank goodness for my pup. I miss my dog. So.
Yeah, no doubt. No
love
And
doubt.
also your family.
Oh yeah.
Family's important too.
Mom, Dad, miss you too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Well, it's so good to have you back. We have missed you, and it's been fun watching your
Thanks, guys.
adventures on
It's-
Facebook as well.
It feels good to be back with the crowd, and I missed you all as well, and it's good to be back.
Such an emotional minute. We've got to take a break. We'll come back. We'll gather our emotions, and we'll be back right after this. For a limited time, get your hands on limited edition shirts from the Category 5 TV network. These high-quality shirts are manufactured by Teespring, a fundraising website, and your purchase will help support the shows we produce. Get yours today and send us your pictures to be featured on the corresponding show. Visit cat5.tv/shirts to support us and get your official network shirt today. cat5.tv/shirts. Welcome back. This is Category 5 Technology TV, and incidentally, this is 558 weeks of the show. Wow, that's a lot of content.
That's 558 hours.
At least that, because sometimes we're known to go overtime, you know what I'm saying? My producer in California is like, oh yeah, I know, I had to cut that part out. And here we are. No, they wouldn't. Of course not. No, they put off whatever's coming up after the show.
Right,
Absolutely.
exactly. I'm sure there's breaking news somewhere in the States, but first, Sasha will finish the news.
Oh, yeah, let's just wrap that up. And if you're watching in Southern California, welcome to the show. Nice to have you here. Hey, please make sure you comment, send us an email. We would love to hear from you. We'd also love to see your pictures of you wearing Category 5 apparel.
That's
Sasha,
right.
I love your shirt.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice.
You know where I got it?
Where'd you get that?
cat5.tv/shirts.
What?
So easy.
Is that a real thing?
It's real, and it's amazing.
Nice.
Super comfortable, easy wearable. You know, it's hot here, so...
I love the sales pitch. It's super comfortable. It's like it's a t-shirt. You can like put it on over your body and stuff.
Or you just
There's a spot here for your head.
2 arms.
Oh, good. They thought to put a hole there. Yeah.
What can you say? They're comfortable.
Yeah,
There
good.
you go.
Good.
We did have a question in the chat room.
Yeah.
Do we have any Cat 5 hats coming out?
Cat 5 hats. Is there demand for Cat 5 hats?
At least one.
At least
Can
one.
we just make it for
Oh,
the
you
one?
know what? You could wear one too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Two.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Are you saying I'm going to get sunburn or something on my scalp?
Well, I'm saying
Is that what you're saying?
you could rock a hat for sure.
Totally rock it.
Totally. A beanie.
Or you could like wear it sideways and be like a hipster, and then put your sunglasses on. And
I'm absolutely into the hipster thing.
totally.
Absolutely. So I'm going to have my Category 5 t-shirt with a blazer on top, with the hats a little bit sideways.
Yeah.
Walking
Category
around,
5.
gangsta.
No, we don't have hats right now.
Okay.
To answer the question.
All right. Well, there was a
We'll work
legit.
on that.
It was
we'll
legit.
Work on that.
Now we know.
We'll let you know. Next week there will be
Maybe some
cat5.tv/hats. Yeah.
In summer.
Absolutely.
Upcoming
It was minus 72.
Right?
Just ship them up north or
There you go.
to
So,
Penguins.
cat5.tv/shirts, it's a really cool way to support the show.
Yes.
And the shows that we produce, because any way that you can support Category 5 TV, now we produce this content, bring it to you absolutely free. And when I say that, you know, you're one individual or one family watching this show, sitting down, watching this on your TV or on your computer, your smartphone even, and think about all of the thousands of people who watch Category 5 TV. Like our average is about 12,000 a week. So you think about all those people and your contributions, you're shopping through us and purchasing apparel and things like that, buying the things that we show on the show through our partner links. Those things help us to be able to produce that content for that 12,000 people so that it's absolutely free. Another way you can do it is Amazon. We mentioned Amazon partner links. What does that mean, right? Everybody shops on Amazon.
It's so easy to shop through the partner links.
Oh, yeah. And if you're in Iqaluit and you want Pop-Tarts for $6 off,
if
I can
you're
tell you how to do that. Yeah, I can tell you how to do that. Go to our website, category5.tv. Try to find some that are maybe a couple dollars more, because it's based on percentage, right?
The deluxe Pop-Tart package.
Your Pop-Tarts gave us 3 cents, but it's every little bit helps.
Exactly. And if you have a Prime membership, then your shipping is free.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, and I
So-
totally signed up for that.
I did too.
I did 3. Sorry.
Right. And I just found out there's Prime Video and Prime Music and Prime
You're finding out there are benefits
There are
beyond what you
benefits.
thought there was.
Amazon is
That's
even
great.
cooler than I thought it was. I just got it to do the affiliate links. There's even more.
Cool.
There you go. You can also you can actually participate in our draw. Now we're always giving stuff away, but over the past little while, Henry, you remember Dead Effect 2 VR?
Yes.
Oh, tell us a little bit about the experience.
It was Dead Effect 2, but in VR. No,
Nice.
it was really, really cool. It's like playing, I'm not sure if any of you guys and gals are gamers out there, but it's like VR, Dead Space in the sense. So it's like a horror video game set in space. You're able to move around this ship and everything else. Really, really fun experience. But if the monsters come at you, they come at you. You know?
Right.
So
Oh, right.
not to scare you or anything.
Guess what I did while you were gone?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Did she go on a horror spaceship?
We actually gave her a copy of Dead Effect 2 VR to put on her gaming rig that she built last year.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
Well, I
was a good
couldn't use
test.
it. I couldn't use it because I didn't have a VR headset.
Now what does she have, Henry?
A VR headset.
Are you gonna like show a little bit of a
awesome.
video to the audience one day, maybe?
I think we should.
We should probably do
Maybe
that.
like a follow-up.
Like
Right. Okay, so we should probably do a thing where you guys come over because we did.
I'm in.
Okay.
party at Sasha's
Done.
place.
Show's over, folks. We'll be
I-
live streaming through my smartphone.
Dave did very much purchase the Star Trek VR game,
Oh,
way.
Bridge.
and we have not even opened it yet. We're waiting for you to come
No,
over. It's not even been
it's a
opened.
physical game?
No, it's on the computer.
Oh,
right?
They haven't opened
Like you
open-
haven't. Oh, that's how we
haven't
open
opened the
things.
file.
We haven't double-clicked
We
on
have
the
not
EXE.
double clicked.
Yeah.
We've never been on the bridge. Is that
They've
what
been
it's
in the
called?
main
I
menu,
can't
but they
wait.
haven't.
We've
clicked
not
start.
because
Yeah.
I feel like it's your thing, right? So we're just
Wow.
waiting for you to come over. So
Oh.
no pressure or
Yeah,
anything.
okay. Six-pack is on its way with Robbie. Sounds great. So Dead Effect 2 VR, backing up a little bit. Amazing virtual reality experience. It is
yeah.
not for the kids, but hey, if you're a grown person who can handle it, we're giving away copies. So we still have a few left. Henry brought them back from VRTO, and we've still got a couple of those left, Henry.
This is
and
true.
people are just loving it. So you can actually participate in that draw. Send us an email, contest@category5.tv. When you do that, just tell us who you are. You know, that can be a reference to your alias that you use in the chat, whatever. It can be your real name, doesn't matter. And let us know where you're watching from, how you're watching, if it's on YouTube, if it's on KVVB TV, cable TV channel 33 in the high desert, wherever you're watching from. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to know that you're watching, and we'd love to cast your ballot for that game.
Don't let not having a VR setup hold you back from getting the game because it will just burn a little hole in your proverbial pocket, and then eventually you'll have a VR headset. This is what happened to me. I know
I
it's
can't
true.
believe she went there, folks. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
It's like me. In my cart on Amazon,
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of my favorite LPs.
Right.
I don't have a record player.
But they're there
But
in
the
your cart.
LPs are in my cart. And I know as soon as I click yes on that
You're
cart,
set for all your LPs.
then I am going to have to buy a record player.
That's good motivation, actually.
I think so.
That is a
So
very
I-
good
See,
I
this
feel
is the
you.
way it
I
goes.
know how
So
you do
just
it.
submit to the contest, win the game, and then join me.
And then spend a
What?
whole lot of money.
At fighting space zombies.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. Do you use Google Play by any chance? on
Oh,
your
yeah.
phone?
Every once in a while.
Yeah? Do you
I have like a single Android device, but yes, I do.
Yeah, okay. I use it for podcasts predominantly. I'm starting to learn about like the music content, especially now with Google transitioning some things.
Yeah, they're switching some
We're going
things,
to learn
right?
a bit more about it on the news tonight. But so I'm learning my way around the app. I'm pretty new to it, but I did find a lot of my favorite podcasts, and it's pretty handy.
Right.
And Category 5 TV, Henry, is now on Google Play Podcasts.
Yes! I haven't used it before, but now I will.
You will. And we've been on there for, what, about a month now? A little
Yes.
bit more than a month? And
Yeah.
then Google's like, oh, by the way, we're shutting down Google
We're
Play
changing
Music
things up.
Podcast. But we're there, and when they roll over to Google YouTube Music, I should say, the content is going to transition
It'll
over.
just-
So
It's moving over
we
with
should,
everything.
yeah, we should have no trouble there.
So
So,
it's-
we should be
Cool.
on that platform too.
Category5.tv/subscribe.
That takes
Is
you
that-
to our
what is that?
list. Yeah, that's a handy list on
That's
our
nice.
website that is itemized by show. You can choose which show you want to watch or listen to, and you can subscribe via various platforms. So
There you go.
Google Play Music is there for a couple of our shows, including this show, Tech TV, which incidentally is great to listen to.
This is true.
You don't necessarily have to see everything that we're showing, and if you do, you can.
You can just
Bring
be
up the video.
listening to us every
Oh yeah,
night
you hear that? You hear that? Who wouldn't want to listen to that?
for 500 plus hours.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There you go. Binge listen.
Yes.
We do have to take a commercial break. Henry, do you want to tell them what we're going to be talking about in just a couple moments' time?
Shall I?
Can you?
Something very, very useful that would have helped a lot up north.
Yeah.
Because, up north, the Wi-Fi wasn't the greatest. Like, the internet, it's almost worse than having no internet because it teases
That good,
you.
eh?
It's like dial-up speeds. So it's just like every once in a while your router would shut off or lose connection or something. So it'd have to be reset, and you always have to go over, unplug it, or everything else. But this next device we're talking about would have saved so much time. It really would have. So if you guys want to know what this amazing invention is, stay tuned.
Whether you shop on ThinkGeek, GearBest, B&H Photo Video, eBay, or Amazon, or even if you want a free trial of Audible, you'll find the best deals and support the shows we produce by simply visiting the shopping sites you already frequent by using the links on our website. Visit category5.tv/partners for the full and ever-growing list, and help us create more free content like this show. Thank you for shopping with our partners, and thank you for watching.
Welcome back. This is Category 5 Technology TV. Now, have you ever had your internet go down?
Yes.
Many times.
What's the best thing that you can do when your internet goes down? Just as the first thing that you can do to try to get it back up.
I was going to say sledgehammer, but then you said first thing, so it'd start with a smaller
That's like
hammer.
the third thing.
Oh, okay.
Turn it off and on again.
Turn it off and on again. Did you try turning it off and on again? So, and that's the thing. If you are there, so your internet goes down,
Yep.
and you can run into where the router is,
Right.
and you can unplug the power from the router and the modem. How many of you have been through this? Even if you call the ISP, the first thing that they're going to say, have you tried turning it off and on again? And that usually fixes it, right?
Right.
Am I right?
Yes.
Am I right?
It reconnects and bingo bango, you're back in business.
Bingo.
Exactly.
bango.
So why does it happen? Well, there are little fluctuations in electricity. Your power may like go down just a little bit to a few volts below and then come back up to normal. And you may not even notice it, but your sensitive electronic devices like your modem, your router, they notice it and they lock up.
Right.
When that happens, you unplug the power, you let it sit for 15 seconds, you plug it back in, it comes back up, and miraculously, somehow, it works again.
It's magic.
So
The magic of off and on again.
Yeah, exactly.
The one switch.
The magic that we learned from the IT crowd. Henry, when you were last here, we started talking about becoming builders, becoming makers, starting to craft our own inventions and creating things with a soldering iron and a couple of components.
I'm still waiting for my spaceship, but yes.
We're working on it.
Okay.
So far, all I've been able to come up with is a little thing that restarts my modem when the internet goes down.
It's a start.
It's a start. Okay, so I built this, Henry.
Ooh.
How's that look, right?
It's a box.
It's a box. I'm going to bring it up on the screen just a little bit closer for you folks so that you can see. So this box has a power cable coming out of it. Which way am I going? Here we go. So a power cable coming out of it. It has a power inlet right there, a USB port, and that is literally it. Pretty simple, right?
Nice.
What do you think it could do? I kind of hinted to it. So with this device, what I've designed, what I've invented, if you will, is something. So I plug my modem in, the power cord from my modem into that. Okay. Then I plug this, which matches it. It's the same adapter into the modem. Okay. So the power goes in there. This goes into the modem. Now this USB port plugs into my router. It's a MikroTik router, so I'm able to actually program that router with some customized code.
Okay.
So I built this first, then I wrote a program that pings websites on a schedule. So every 5 minutes, it will check if Google's up. It will then check if Twitter is up, and it will, if any of those are down, it will say, is Facebook up, and it will check that. Because my theory is, all of those are not ever going to be down at the same time.
Yeah,
these are. I think it checks. I think it even checks Microsoft.com. Like all of
the things that. I mean, one of them might go down, but not all of them.
Permanent foundations kind of
So
thing,
it's like a ranking system. This device that I designed will rank whether the internet is up or down based on if all of those sites are down. And there's a list that I've programmed into it that are basically sites that I would expect probably would never go down. Google, if it goes down, is Twitter up? Yeah, so it's Google is having a problem, and it will make that assumption.
Interesting.
So if all of them are down and more than 5 minutes has passed, this device will then cut the power to my modem, wait for 5 seconds, and then power the modem back up again.
That's
basically
smart.
Simulating the fact that, simulating somebody being there and unplugging the power and plugging it back in again. 9 times out of 10.
Genius.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so 9 times out of 10, it brings it back up.
That's great.
And why did I do that? Well, I'm often remoting into my computers, and in order to do that, the internet has to be up.
Yes.
If I'm remoting in and the internet goes down, who's there to restart the router?
Right.
Yes.
Right? Or in this case, the modem.
Ta-da.
Then my modem died. And the ISP replaced it with the new gigabit modem. And I was like, yes, I got the new gigabit modem. It's better, it's faster, it's stronger, faster, better, right? And it did not have the same adapter. It's a straight 110 volt into the outlet.
Right into.
Yeah. So this, unfortunately, is no longer any use to me.
But guess what?
Chicken butt.
That was just step.
I have young kids.
That was just step 1.
Yeah.
So the next step will be the next one.
You're like Iron Man. You just built the first
right?
version.
You're going to be
So
fine.
I'll build the next bigger, better, faster one. Right?
Right.
I will do that because I'm in for the challenge.
Right.
But what do you notice about this? You called it a box. It's
blue.
It's a box.
Yeah. And it's blue.
Because I, being the maker that I am, I like things to look like a proper device. It's a proper device.
Right.
Yeah, it's
So I built it myself, but it cost me $45
Oh.
in components.
I wonder if
And
you
your
could
time.
do better. You could do better.
Plus my time. So the inner component, well, probably, yeah.
Right? Like, so
sure,
the next
I could
step-
build it cheaper.
The
sure.
next step would be...
But I built it, and it still cost me a fair bit of money, but it was the experience, and I learned, and I'm learning to be a maker. And
for that amount of money, you could buy a hamster that runs in the wheel.
Am I right?
And then just powers the modem all day, right? So that's
exactly.
an issue, right?
And that is what we're looking at tonight, folks. A hamster wheel power. No, we're not actually doing that. I forgot. We changed at the last minute. We changed what we
It's
were doing.
because I'm, vegetarian, and there's the whole animal rights thing.
We got to take good care of the animals. But what happened is when we unveiled this product, a company reached out to me and said, "Hold on, we've got just the thing for you."
Ooh. What is it?
And the company happens to be called. Are you ready for this? Reset Plug.
Huh.
Reset Plug. That's the name.
Original.
That's the name of their product. Anyways, now the company is called Multinet, and you want to be careful as you're looking for this device, because there are other devices that look similar. They maybe boast that they might do the same thing, but I've looked. This is a fantastically developed device, and it's patent pending. So
you're all good. You're protected.
Yeah, this is like the real deal, folks. So like the brand name of this particular kind of device.
Right.
So what does it do? It takes the same kind of premise of what I devised in my device, but it makes it into a 110 power outlet or otherwise. So let me show you this.
Okay.
Here is the Reset Plug, ladies and gentlemen.
It's like a plug.
Should we get into the box?
Yeah.
So this becomes an unboxing video.
Oh, it's unboxed.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, unboxing of a Reset Plug.
We all know
basically-
unboxing is my
Come on
favorite.
now. Come on now, baby.
Unboxing is my very favorite for this reason.
Yeah.
As you can see, we've got a nice
there
smooth
we go.
box here.
There you go. So I mentioned 110 volt, but there are 4 different versions of this. So we've got the Americanized Canadian version, like with
Right.
the 110. That's
They have
There's
the
the
UK
crazy
version,
power,
the
the
European
crazy
version.
power
Yes,
of the
exactly.
UK stuff.
They've got the one that works in Australia, in Asia, in Europe, and
Right.
so you can get
You're
one. Yeah. And I say that just so that you don't think, oh, well, this doesn't apply to me because it's 110. It's American outlet. Well, they have one for everybody, so don't you worry about that. So I'm going to show you how to set this up and how it works, okay?
Okay.
So what this one does is it takes my idea, and they didn't copy my idea, obviously. They one-upped me on this.
They are next level.
Patent pending, folks. But this is like, I had the thought that, hey, this would be a cool thing. They actually are doing this and doing it right.
It's their full-time gig.
Yeah, this is just, it plugs in, and you plug in your modem or your modem and router, because you might want to restart both. You plug them in via like a power bar or something like that.
Plug it
Right.
right in.
Yeah. So it's so super duper simple to set this up. To just demonstrate how simple, I'll tell you that the instruction manual is very thorough, and yet
We're getting a full unboxing here.
yeah,
we get
full
the whole
unboxing, folks. That's the whole manual.
Oh.
It's like super
plug.
simple.
It's a plug and go.
I could
like-
probably do this.
Yeah, you want to take a look?
I just want to,
All right.
yeah.
So we're going to plug it in. We're going to set it up. We're going to see what happens here. Now, all I have to do with this device is plug it into power. It lights up, and
Whoa.
it's waiting for commands or something to be plugged into it. So I don't have a modem that I can just turn off right here, right now, because then we lose access to the show, and you're going to miss out on
True.
everything that we teach you. So what I did bring with me, Henry.
Excellent.
Aha!
Every single show, we do something where I need to buy a thing.
You want a lamp?
I love lamp.
I love lamp.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so... Ooh.
Whoa.
We've got light, right? Okay, so what we're imagining here is that this illuminated object over here that Sasha so badly wants
Love lamp.
is our modem, okay? So if the power was cut on the modem, it would look like that, and then the power comes back on, and it's actually going to be, powered back on. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get over here on my computer, and we're going to show you how this is set up. So I'm going to switch over to my computer here for you. So this is my Wi-Fi router, and I've set up a demo Wi-Fi access. It's so clever, Henry, how they've done this, because mine, it has to be plugged into a router with some software running and that kind of stuff. Notice it just
Yeah.
came on because it's saying it's restarting over and over because there's no internet right now on
Yeah.
it. So how this one works, it's different. It actually connects to my Wi-Fi router.
Wow. Like
And-
as an actual wireless device?
Yes. And it was that simple to set up. I just plugged it into the wall or to my UPS or to my power bar. So with that, it's trying to connect to my router, and if the internet is down, it will restart the power to whatever's plugged into it, being my modem and my router, right?
My roommate's going to love this, and here's why I have to just tell you.
Okay.
We have internet upstairs and downstairs. We have the basement
Yeah.
apartment. She has the upstairs apartment.
Yeah, I remember you saying
We
that.
have the device downstairs. We have the router. We're
But
not
if you're
always
not home-
We're not always home, and the internet goes down.
Oh dear. Okay. Well,
Very
here's
So
the thing.
this is
Here's the
this
thing
is for
you,
you,
Sash.
Vanessa.
All right.
Hey.
So check
There
this
we
out,
go.
Vanessa. All right. So this is my Wi-Fi, demo Wi-Fi. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to push a button on the device. There's one button. That's how easy it is. The lamp just turned off. Okay. And I just hold that in for 5 seconds and then let go. And then back at my computer, if I check for wireless access points, there, reset plug setup just popped up. Did you see that? It happened
that.
just as I brought it up. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to connect. So it basically has created its own hotspot for me. Okay? Now, I wanted you to see this, my Wi-Fi setup, just so you see that my Wi-Fi is called demo Wi-Fi. Okay? So now I am actually connected to the reset plug. Okay? Light just came back on because it's still trying to reconnect. So now I'm going to go to 10.1.1.1 in my browser now that I am connected to the reset plug. I believe I am. No, I've disconnected. Oh, here it is. Okay, there it is again. I lost my connection there. Maybe I pushed it twice. So let's reconnect.
Always double tap.
Doo-doo.
Yeah. I tend to do this.
There we go.
So it's created a hotspot at 10.1.1.1, and it has DHCP. So as soon as I connect to it on its Wi-Fi with no password or anything, it's going to give me access to the interface. And I'll just mention now, you wonder, well, if it has no password, where's the security in this? I have to physically push that reset button in order to activate the internal component that allows a Wi-Fi connection. It's connected now. So unless I've pushed that button, it's not going to let me do that. It says no internet, but I am connected. Obviously, there is no internet. But you notice that 10.1.1.1 has changed. It's no longer not found. It's asking me for my Wi-Fi setup. Okay. So back at my router, you remember it was called demo Wi-Fi. Now, this is case sensitive. So I need to enter that exactly as it is. Okay. You notice that it came up there? That's just because I've tested this in the past and I know that it works. My password, this is the actual password for the wireless device, the wireless service, the Wi-Fi.
Your router,
my wireless connection, right? So I'm telling it, now I'm connected into it, but I'm telling it how to connect to my actual internet.
So when you disconnect from it, it's going to know, hey, I can connect to your router.
Precisely.
Sneaky.
Yes, okay. So I'm going to enter my password here. Super secure. And you can give it a nickname if you want. I'm going to explain a little bit about that. But okay, so outage wait time. How long does this thing have to be down? How long does it have to lose connectivity to the internet before it thinks internet is down? I'm going to say 2 minutes for the sake of the demonstration because we don't want to wait 5 just to demonstrate it for you. How long do you want your modem and your router and whatever else is plugged into the reset plug to be off for before it turns back on? You can set that to 30 seconds if you want to be absolutely sure, but 5 seconds for the sake of our demo is good. And I'm going to submit that. Now it's setup is complete, it's done, and it is actually going to restart. Did I have it up there on the screen?
You did.
Okay, fantastic. Good. I looked up. Do you see that? Now it's restarting. Right? So the light turned off. Imagine that's your modem, okay? So now it's going to come back up, and it's going to connect to my internal Wi-Fi, which has internet. Cool. So it's going to be able to now communicate with the internet, and it's going to say, oh, good, let's keep the power going. There it is. My modem just came back on. Modem is connecting, DHCP is happening, and this device is trying to access that Wi-Fi connection that I just set up. I'm done.
That's it.
Okay? That's it. Yeah. As long as I've got my modem and my router plugged into that reset plug, it's now doing its thing.
You're all set.
I like it.
Do we take it to the next level and actually test this thing?
Can we?
See this other power cord here?
Yes.
That's the internet connection. When I pull that power cord, the internet is going to go down here.
Right.
When that happens, if the reset plug does what it is supposed to do, we're going to see this light turn off for 5 seconds and come back on. Are we ready? Power's still on.
Right.
Modem's still going. It's still trying to connect. Maybe the internet has gone down momentarily. Somebody's working out at the road and they just are adjusting wires. Internet is down. Oh, it's coming back up. Reset plug is not doing anything. But if it's down for 2 minutes consecutively, because that's the setting that we set, so if we can carry a conversation for 2 full minutes here,
right,
we should see that the reset plug is going to say, there's no internet here.
Yeah.
Let's power off.
Right. This is 100% just for like routers with Wi-Fi, right?
Who doesn't have Wi-Fi in their house?
Okay.
This is
power's back on. It's trying now. It's given power back to the modem, just like I had unplugged it for 5 seconds and plugged it back in, and it's trying to reconnect to the internet now.
So
now
cool.
I haven't plugged it back in, so it's going to keep retrying. And if it does not have internet now, it's got a 5-minute window.
Right.
So if internet does not now come back within the next 5 minutes, it will power off again. It will power cycle because maybe there is work being done in the area.
Yeah, you don't have
there's
to
something
keep
happening,
on and off.
And so it's going to just leave the power on for 5 minutes,
So
then it's going to
cool.
recycle.
So smart.
If it has a connection to the internet through that Wi-Fi connection, it will just keep the power going 24/7 for you.
Wow.
That's called the reset plug.
Clever.
You can pick one up at cat5.tv/reset plug. It's one of those things that's like, Duh.
It
Why
makes it
didn't
so
we think of
easier.
this before, right?
Well, especially if you're
Internet's
working
still
remotely.
down. Internet's still down, so it knows that, and it's coming back up. So it just power cycled the modem, and it's waiting for the internet to come up. That's why that happened. I just plugged it in, so it takes a few minutes. You know how internet is. It takes
Oh,
a few
yeah.
minutes to come back up. So
Push buttons.
there you have it. Anything else you want to know about that device? Let us know. Email live at category5.tv. Quickly, I mentioned some of the extra settings that are in the interface there, being able to give it an alias, for example. Now, there is a commercial app that you can use that allows you to control multiple reset plugs. This is perfect for someone who, say, has multiple properties and wants to be able to look and monitor all of the internet connections at these properties. Okay?
Perfect.
So you can, through that app that costs just $2 a month, you have access to being able to monitor them, see their uptime status, see their historical uptime.
Probably turn them on and off.
You can turn them off and on again from a remote location through your internet connection. Right? So all these things are part of that commercial app. So you can, therefore, that's why you can give them a nickname. You can call this one Studio D, and you can call the other one Home, and so on and so forth. So check it out. It's cat5.tv/reset plug. Keep your devices connected all the time with Reset Plug.
24/7.
24/7.
7 days a week. 365.
Power's on. It's got internet.
It's good.
It's good.
That's awesome.
It's good.
Lamp
Well,
is glowing.
thinking of like all the other things you could use it for too. Like if you have a cottage that has internet, if that's even a thing, I don't know.
Yeah, that
but
is
like
now.
you can turn your appliances on and off. Like if they
What else
aren't.
can we do for it? And that's a good thought. Like there are, we think about internet, sure, but these days, more and more, internet is a necessity. So if my internet goes down, I
Right.
lose access to my thermostat. I lose access to what else do you lose access to?
I wonder
Well,
if you could turn.
Debit terminals. If
Random
Yeah,
question.
true.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could control Christmas lights with this.
So that if the internet goes down, they'll turn off and on
sure.
again?
I don't know.
Why
like
not?
If you own a
Why not?
small business or something.
Business
just
is a
turn
great
the-
idea, though. You could put this in the back room where the router is, where nobody has access to it,
Yeah.
and it will automatically power cycle the modem.
We've
awesome.
had these moments at the clinic I work in.
There you go.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, do you notice that the power is staying up now? That's because it has made its connection to the Wi-Fi.
There you go.
And it's able to ping the websites, and it's up. Fantastic product.
Smart homes.
Awesome.
So smart. And incidentally, not a lot more cost-wise than building it myself, but no time involved.
Yeah.
Easy setup. Anyone can do it.
I have a question.
Sure.
And it might be an odd one, but can I set it up using my phone Wi-Fi? There wouldn't be any reason why I couldn't, right?
Well, your phone is accessing your home Wi-Fi.
Right. So then, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So
good.
the router at home is the one that is providing the Wi-Fi to your
Right.
phone.
So I can change that.
You can set it to use that.
Right.
But can you use your phone to configure this device? Is
Yes.
that what you mean?
That's the question. Because
Yes.
Yeah, there's
okay.
the app.
Oh, you don't even need an app because
Really?
when I pull up my Wi-Fi on my phone,
Oh, okay,
I'm
that's
going to see
awesome.
the reset plug setup Wi-Fi hotspot, and then I
So
can bring
cool.
I can bring it up that way. So yes, I could do that
Okay. Good.
for sure.
Okay. Because I
Just
don't
bring
think
it up in Chrome or whatever.
my computer somehow doesn't have Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. But see, here's the thing. So your thought is that if I don't have Wi-Fi on my computer, I can't configure the Wi-Fi for this device.
Right.
So it is true that you would not be able to connect to this device to configure it.
Right.
So that makes absolute sense from your computer.
Right.
But you could use your phone to connect to that reset plug setup
Perfect.
SSID.
Yep.
Go to 10.1.1.1.
On my phone.
Change the access, the SSID, and the password for your internal home Wi-Fi
Right.
that you use on your phone.
Right.
And then save it, and it will connect to that.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or use a laptop. I understand now. I got
There we
you.
go.
My laptop
Great
stays
question.
at my laptop stays at the studio,
Yeah.
and then my home computer is hardwired in.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
And so we don't have
So
Wi-Fi.
how
for
would
my
you
home.
access that
Right.
through
Yeah,
Wi-Fi?
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's where, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Use your phone, use your tablet. You're good.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Woohoo.
All right, you ready to head over to the newsroom?
I am.
Internet is up,
Oh.
so we're good.
Yay.
Fantastic. I'm going to get this out of your way, though,
Okay.
because I know that, internet's down.
Not the internet light bulb.
Aw.
What about her lamp?
I dropped the light bulb. The whole internet went down.
It's gonna be an outtake, just like sound effect. Smash.
Boom. You ready for it?
I think so.
Oh, good.
I've been wrong before.
Now we're working with a like new teleprompter devices this week because my phone died, and our teleprompter is actually powered by a phone.
Right.
So
Cool.
However, I feel, and I don't want to.
you're wearing contacts again.
I know I'm wearing contacts, and I feel like I should touch wood or something. But your new phone is better than your old phone.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
new stuff.
think I'll be able to read
Because
the
my
news
old
with
phone
ease.
was like really old.
Also,
Sorry.
these contacts are really new, so I had a moment of distress a couple weeks ago. By distress,
This
I mean
week is going to be amazing, folks.
I went blind. I couldn't see a thing.
Yeah, it's scary.
Well, you take it away, and we'll see how we do.
All right. Here are the stories we're covering this week in the Category 5.tv newsroom. YouTube is launching a music streaming service offering both videos and audio tracks in an attempt to compete with Spotify and Apple Music. London, England has a solution to the cashless society problem facing street performers, and it involves an investment in contactless payment systems. Two Canadian banks say accounts have been compromised. CIBC says 40,000 and BMO says 50,000 customer accounts are affected. Ride-hailing firm Uber will give its European drivers access to medical coverage and compensation for work-related injuries. These stories are coming right up. Don't go anywhere.
Jeff Weston,
Yeah, man.
you're building a brand new, beautiful website,
What?
aren't you?
No. Am I?
Oh, you're a terrible actor.
What?
This is where acting comes into play.
Oh, I didn't know we were acting.
You're supposed to act.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Yeah, I'm building a really cool website. Are you building a really cool website? Just because Jeff is confused doesn't mean you have to be. Visit cat5.tv/dreamhost to sign up for unlimited web hosting for your website with unlimited email accounts, MySQL databases, the latest version of PHP, WordPress, and more, and even a free domain name registration. It's less than $6 per month, so sign up today. cat5.tv/dreamhost.
This is the Category 5.tv newsroom, covering the week's top tech stories with a slight Linux bias.
I'm Sasha Rickman, and here are the top stories we're following this week. YouTube is launching a music streaming service offering both videos and audio tracks in an attempt to compete with the likes of Spotify and Apple Music. YouTube Music will combine millions of official tracks with the vast catalogs and rarities of remixes uploaded by YouTube's users. Like Spotify, it will offer a free ad-funded app alongside premium subscriptions costing $9.99 per month. It launched yesterday in 5 countries, including the US and Mexico. The Google-owned company said YouTube Music would come to Europe soon. YouTube Music Product Manager Elias Roman said the days of jumping back and forth between multiple music apps and YouTube are over. Whether or not you want to listen, watch, or discover, it's all here. In a blog post, he added that the service would offer a mix of official songs, albums, thousands of playlists, and artist radio, plus YouTube's tremendous catalog of remixes, live performances, covers, and music videos that you can't find anywhere else. He promised that the new app would offer personalized playlists based on users' streaming history, much like Spotify's Discover Weekly. It is understood that YouTube Music will eventually replace Google Play Music, which is the company's current streaming offering. Existing Google Play Music customers will get a YouTube music package thrown into their subscription for free, while Roman reassured users that their playlist purchases, uploads would remain intact once Google Play was phased out. So, Google Play is being phased out. We are on Google Play Music.
Yay, we got it. We're finally on Google Play. Hooray! And they're shutting us down.
And it's done.
Yeah. Okay, so
That was a short
this is good. This is good news for us, in fact.
Oh, sure.
Huge, because now we're not going to be on Google Play Music because it'll be shut down. We'll be on YouTube Music.
So
You
we're
can't
going to be
fire
on
us.
YouTube.
We quit. No,
Yeah.
we'll be on YouTube Music.
Answer me this.
Yes.
How many people here, by show of hands, use YouTube for music?
YouTube for music? That's yes-ish.
Already?
Yes-ish.
Okay. I have recently discovered in YouTube Live, because they have live video streaming,
Yep.
that there are radio stations from around the world who have a picture and they're streaming their radio station on YouTube Live.
Yeah.
For them, it's free streaming. For me, I can listen to radio from all around the world.
Isn't it awesome?
I love it.
Wow.
I'm a longtime Shoutcast user, like from way back in the Nullsoft days, but I've recently been kind of finding myself more and more on YouTube Live, and that's become my source for not only music listening, but music discovery.
Well, it's
I'm
so true.
finding so many great artists that I didn't know. Indie
Up and
artists.
coming,
See?
new.
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
yeah.
Like the independent scene is huge on YouTube.
It really
and
is.
So, like, I'm a big, like, vocal dubstep, chill step fan. And, yeah, like, chill step, there are so many indie artists that are just phenomenal.
Right. This is where it works for me. What we end up doing at home is because we have our computer set up to our TV, we open Spotify and run the music, but then have to open YouTube so that we don't burn images into the TV. So we're playing videos of anything.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So, because your TV has to be on.
Right.
Because it's HDMI output.
Yeah. So you
Right?
still need.
Oh.
So now if I have Google Music, if they have the actual stream with video, right? If they have music and video, then I won't have to open two things. I could actually change my subscription from
Okay.
Spotify right to Google, or not Google, to YouTube Music.
Yeah, but
It's not natural for me to say
play
YouTube
devil's
Music yet.
advocate, though, it's just like for free, I can go on YouTube and just look up at like music videos and like
Oh, yeah.
everything else. So like my only concern is that
Have-
well, it's awesome to have like that content that you pay for, but are things going to be like hidden behind a paywall now on YouTube, right?
I don't know, because they are
I
such an
just-
advertisement-based platform. So,
Yeah.
there will be the paywall
Exactly.
for sure. But when I
Right.
discover new indie artists,
Yeah.
and then I immediately go on YouTube and I look for their music videos, I'm clicking on those videos, and what am I doing?
Exactly.
I'm feeding that artist because they've got ads on that
Exactly, because like
Right.
right now at this time right now, YouTube Red is the example, exact
Right.
same thing, but it's video only, right?
Yep.
So it's like for X amount of dollars a month, you don't have to like watch ads.
Right.
All that
and so
stuff,
we're
and you get
huge
special
on
video.
We're
right?
huge on YouTube Red because we burn the advertisements
Yeah.
directly into the video. Make sure you shop through our website, category5.tv.
There you go. So yeah,
They
so
love
like-
us there.
Yeah, so that's my thing.
I
though,
think
is
we
that-
violate all kinds
Yeah.
of policies.
Yeah,
Maybe. Maybe.
it's kind of, but yeah, no, that's my only concern, right? Because like, it's awesome, it's great content. YouTube's huge, like, and to say that, yeah, anyone can become famous for free in that sense. Like, we can all make a YouTube account and everything else. That's like my one concern is that like I don't want like all these new artists to be like, because YouTube's at a really interesting stage right now, right? Because like there's like the entire adpocalypse that happened a few months ago.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, boy.
the AdSense, everything else has been reshuffled. Especially like the entire monetization policy has been rewritten.
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So like I'm really hopeful that YouTube and Google overall looks after their content creators for this one, because I want to see like all these
Yeah.
new like artists come into fruition. Like I want this to work, and please, like if they do it, eventually give it to Canada, because we still don't have
Yeah.
it here.
Yeah, for sure.
so
And
yeah.
no, I feel you absolutely. And even
Yeah.
our show, like we need that funding in order to be able to
It's
do
true.
the show. So when you talk about, when Henry's talking about monetization, shuffling and things like that, it affects people like us who are broadcasting to you for free, because our monetization has dropped. Because Google has said, oh, well, that channel doesn't have enough subscribers. That
Right.
one doesn't have enough subscribers. That one we just don't like. So we're dropping monetization on that. And boom, there goes the bottom line. So so we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. And
But if it
hopefully
is, and I hope it
beneficial.
is awesome, it's going to be great, because
will be.
we already use YouTube anyways for
Yeah,
music.
exactly.
Right? So to be able to have all these hopeful features that you pay for, hopefully like it's going to be awesome. in that
I
sense.
love that it's not top 40 anymore. Yeah, like we're in a world where the top 40 doesn't matter, because we can watch great
Whatever.
music, we can learn
Yes.
about new music,
Yeah.
and we're not stuck just with what the top 40 tells us we need to listen to.
I
like that.
love this age. Okay.
Internet.
London, England has a solution to the cashless society problem facing street performers. It involves an investment in contactless payment systems. Here's a casualty of the cashless society you might not have previously thought of: the humble street performer. After all, more of us are paying our way through smartphones and contactless cards. How can we spare change to musicians on the subway? London, England has a solution: a new scheme that outfits performers with contactless payment terminals. The project was launched this past weekend by the city's mayor, Sadiq Khan, and a collaboration with Busk in London, a professional body for buskers, and the Swedish payment firm iZettle, which was bought this month by PayPal for $2.2 billion. A select few performers have been testing Zettle's contactless readers on the streets for the past few weeks, and Khan now says the scheme will be rolled out across London's 32 boroughs. Charlotte Campbell, a full-time street performer who was part of the trial, said that the new tech had a significant impact on contributions. She said that more people than ever tap to donate while she sings, and often when one person does, another follows. The readers need to be connected to a smartphone or tablet and accept payments of fixed amounts set by the individual performer. They work with contactless cards, phones, and even smartwatches. There's no details yet on how many readers will be provided to London street performers or whether they will have to pay for the readers themselves.
Nice. That's really cool.
That's really cool.
So if I'm a busker and I'm sitting there with my acoustic guitar and I get to set the contactless payment, I'm setting it to $1 million. Can you do that?
All you need is one. All you need is one.
Yeah,
I feel like they
come on, tap it.
10
Come on,
it's
tap
a
it.
million
It's a good song.
pounds. Which
If
is
I
like,
had $1 million.
I think that this is great, honestly. Like, I think that I have seen commercials, and who was it? There was like a commercial for another, like it was
Babar.
Interac or something, and it was a busker, and he had one of those little square phone things in. I don't know. I just remember thinking to myself,
I don't have cable TV.
oh, I have
I
cable
use
TV.
Netflix and
Okay.
YouTube and stuff.
You don't see the commercials I see.
No, I don't see commercials. I haven't seen a
There
commercial
are-
in 10 years, Sasha.
There are times you want to help people and you can't because you don't
Yes.
have cash.
I was walking through the mall to get my new smartphone this past week,
Right.
and some little girls were selling Girl Guide cookies.
Right.
And
Yes.
I
This
was
is case in point.
and it's just like, and I kind of wanted to walk around them because I was a little bit heartbroken that
but
it's
you
like,
need the cookies.
do you take Visa?
Exactly. Okay, so that's exactly the point.
Yeah.
I mean, right now at cash outs, they ask, do you want to donate $1 to this or $1 to that? I'm a yes person. I always do.
Sure.
But
And you're standing there with your debit or your whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm standing there at points of purchase, right? So, but if it's children at the door, I have to give
Yeah.
them the cold
The
shoulder,
Army,
which
Navy,
is horrible.
Army
right?
Navy standing at the door collecting and
Or like a little kid on
really
the
don't have
side
any
with like a
change.
lemonade stand. Nobody's driving by
true,
with
yeah.
money in their car anymore. Like now they could get out and pay for their little lemonade with the
Actually,
contactless
okay.
pay.
the
Yeah.
funny part about that is that when I was in Air Cadets, we had to do something called tagging. So it's like you go to like your Shoppers Drug Mart or whatever, you stand outside and collect money. The biggest thing, like 5-10 years ago, whenever I was in cadets, half the time people were like, sorry, I don't have change. I have friends still with the squadron, and they're like, oh yeah, we have like Visa machines and stuff now. I'm like, what?
Nice.
You guys have like
They
card
need
readers
that.
now.
They
Yeah,
absolutely
they do.
need that.
Yes.
Like the collections for the Salvation Army at
Yeah.
Christmas time. They have
Totally.
like if
This
they
is
had that,
perfect. Yeah.
I would. I always feel terrible, like because I do not carry cash anymore.
Right.
Plain and simple. So, and you're not expecting someone to be collecting at the door, and so I feel very unprepared.
So this
But I would tap.
this works for buskers and people accepting donations. This doesn't as much work for panhandlers though.
Yeah, what would they do? What would a homeless
Right,
person
because
do?
a homeless person doesn't have access to
Maybe
a
doesn't even have a
smartphone
bank
or a
account.
tablet or a bank account.
Yeah.
So if we're taking the cash, like if we're actually going cashless, if we're taking the cash out of
Yeah.
society, are we now really even further marginalizing an entire people? Like,
Absolutely, that's a
That's-
scary thought, and it's absolutely true. Like, how would I? Like, in our city, we don't really see a lot of beggars, if you will. Like,
Can we just
people-
go like full Star Trek and just get rid of money? And
That would be fantastic.
That'd
I
be
mean, hey,
awesome.
that'd be great. But what,
I wonder, like, you see people
What's
on
the
the on
answer?
and off ramps of the highway, right?
Yeah.
Sure you do, yeah.
And I mean, some of them you want to drive past.
And
Some of them you
before-
want to give money to, and you
Sure.
can't.
And before, you're in your car, you have change because you just bought a coffee at the local Timmy's, but now Timmy's takes debit.
Exactly.
And it's tap on the way through, and you keep driving.
They have an app now. You can
You
order.
just pre-order while
and then
you're
you walk
waiting
up
in
and get
line.
your food. You don't
think
even
of, like-
order anymore.
I think of a ton of ways this could help. Like when I went to Newfoundland and we went through one of the trails, it was like the Puffin Trail.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little cash donation box because volunteers maintain the trail.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But what if they had actually inside that box some device that was connected, right? Where you could just
RFID,
tap it?
tap, right, to make your donation, because I'm sure that box is more empty than full, because
Sure.
who on a hike brings cash?
Just put in your Visa
Yeah.
card with like a little note, please return to,
Yeah.
after charging like $1.
Please take $5.
someone needs to create, like, just to wrap up this story, but someone needs to create a charity of some sort or a ministry of some sort that has a device that uses LTE internet and is connected to the internet and has a tap that they can lend out to homeless people, for example.
Right.
You know, or people that are looking for work or in between jobs. And if they're going to beg for handouts, for lack of a better term, here's a device that you can borrow, and at the end of the day, because it's connected to our network through LTE, we will pay you what was given.
Hopefully in cash, because they
In
probably don't
cash.
have a
That's
bank
what
account.
I mean.
Exactly.
So if we had a charity or a ministry involved as a middle person that could then translate this tap system into, okay, bring us back the device and we will give you the cash that you
Right.
have collected. They will
Yeah.
always get the device back because
Yeah.
that's the only way they'll get their money,
Right.
right? Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's a useless device.
It's
So-
true.
So
I mean,
get on it, folks.
Yeah.
cashless society is where we're going, but it is kind of scary. Beyond that,
It
I
can
will.
be, yeah.
Anyway. 2 Canadian banks say accounts have been compromised. CIBC says 40,000 and BMO says up to 50,000 customers' accounts have been affected. 2 Canadian banks warned Monday that they have been targeted by hackers and that the personal information of tens of thousands of customers may have been stolen, something that appears to have been confirmed in a letter to the media from someone who said that they were demanding a $1 million ransom from the banks. CIBC-owned Simply Financial was the first to warn on Monday morning that hackers had accessed the personal and account information of more than 40,000 of the bank's customers. The bank said it received a tip over the weekend that hackers had obtained the data and that after a preliminary investigation decided to go public on Monday. The bank's senior vice president, Michael Martin, said in a statement, "We're taking this claim seriously and have taken action to further enhance our monitoring and security procedures." Then later Monday morning, Bank of Montreal spokesperson Paul Gamel revealed that it too had received a tip that fraudsters had stolen data on up to 50,000 of the bank's customers and that the party responsible has threatened to make the data public. Someone claiming to have stolen the data sent a letter to the media outlets across Canada later that day, threatening to sell the information to criminals if the banks do not pay a $1 million ransom. The email ended with a sample of the information in question: the names, dates of birth, and social insurance numbers, as well as account balances of an Ontario man and woman living in BC. Banks are caught in a tough spot on this issue because they're being pulled between competing forces. They want to make it easier to use technology to bank with them, but don't want to open themselves up to more fraud.
Yeah, that's a scary
I
thing
know.
for sure.
I know.
It's a hard
$1 million
balance.
Canadian, so somebody in America should just pay it because it's only $40. No.
Yay!
Oh, another Canada burn from the Canadians.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yep.
Banks forever have been known to have like bank hours, which are not convenient to people in general
Anyone.
because they're only open from certain amounts of time.
Yeah.
So I don't understand the mentality now of banks trying to like pander to the public and make things easier and simpler, because it's actually
Just open your doors, yo.
right. Like it's working against everyone to have such an easy way into accounts. I did a little bit of reading on this and I found out how the hackers got in, and it was astoundingly simple.
Oh?
It was the security questions.
No.
Yeah.
Were they
Forget my
generic?
password?
So you go to
Oh,
forget
yeah.
password. You go to forget password,
Yeah.
and then when you go to forget password, it comes up with a list of security questions. But the
yeah.
security questions are generally like pretty easy to guess.
Yeah, and you can't make your own.
What's
Like,
your
you have to
favorite color?
choose from-
Exactly.
It's like green, blue, red.
And then you get emailed a new password. Just like that, bingo bango.
Right.
Right?
Oh,
Well,
man.
it should be if you forgot your password, which
At the same
you-
time, like if the banks are found at fault, it's like they'd still cover you money wise.
Oh, they're
right?
liable.
So
Absolutely.
that's
Yes,
the thing. Is that
well,
as a
yeah.
consumer, we're
like
safe?
the CDIC.
Because
you
like
think so, but you have to keep meticulous look at your account
Plus,
at all times.
it's
Yeah.
all of your information. It's not even the money. The money's
it's like
covered.
your social
it's like
insurance
your,
number,
exactly.
everything else.
It's like buying hosting from DreamHost. Like if they have an uptime guarantee,
yeah.
Right.
and if they're down,
Yep.
they'll give you a month free or something.
Yay!
So
But you
Get them
have to
now.
catch it. You have to be sitting at your
Yeah.
computer refreshing over and over during that outage to catch it and then report it to them.
Right.
You know, and other companies I use that example. Rogers is the same, and you know,
Yeah.
guaranteed
But,
uptime.
I wonder if like the banks could do something a little bit less comfortable for people. Like if you forgot your password, come in and prove yourself in person.
Yeah, but then it's a competition.
2
thing,
hours.
Learn from
right?
Facebook. Learn from
Right.
Facebook. Well, you lost your password. We're shutting down your account.
Delete.
I just
You
Like-
call that a picture of your face? We're shutting you down.
it makes me uncomfortable to think that banks are trying to win us, and because of that, they're sacrificing our security.
Well, they're a business, right? They want things faster, cheaper, easier. If you don't have to walk into the branch to do a transaction or something, then they don't have to pay like X amount of tellers.
Right.
So they're saving money. Meanwhile, like
Oh boy.
But they're not saving money if we get all hacked and all of our
yeah,
accounts
but they have
taken out.
insurance, and then it's just like
boy.
it's a never-ending
I
battle.
just don't even want to go here because I'm thinking about the banks now, and you don't want to get me thinking about the
Right.
banks.
Well, here's
Because I'm a customer. I'm a customer service fanatic.
Oh my god.
Right.
So when it comes to the banks, I'm like, come
I
on
used to
now.
work at a bank,
I
and
am
I
your
like-
customer. I am your customer.
But the thing, okay, yes. The thing is that you have to remember is that the villains of this world are incredibly intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
So having security questions like what is your favorite color or what was the name of your first dog, I bet
And
you
that
it
is
was
why
Spot.
we mash the keypad with our palms.
As soon as she said like supervillain, like intelligent, I just thought of like Dr. Evil from Austin Powers.
Blend
And-
music. No.
Into your account.
$1 million.
Hackers are smart. We just need to be a little bit smarter.
All right.
Okay.
We'll
never-ending
work on-
battle.
We'll work on that, Sasha.
Ride-hailing firm Uber will give its European drivers access to medical coverage and compensation for work-related injuries. The new protections include sick pay, parental leave, and bereavement payments. Uber said it had previously focused too much on growth and not enough on the people who make that growth possible. We called drivers partners but didn't always act like it, said Uber's chief executive, Dara Kozwarski.
I love it.
Insurance and compensation package will be available to all Uber drivers and Uber Eats delivery couriers across Europe. Uber's announcement comes before an appeal hearing at Westminster Magistrates Court on June 25th, where a judge will decide whether Transport for London should renew Uber's operating license in London after they'd withdrawn Uber's operating license in September on the grounds of public safety and security implications. Uber has been allowed to continue operating in the city while it appealed against the decision. Uber said it will provide drivers with a range of insurance coverage and compensation resulting from accidents or injuries that occur while they're working, as well as protection for major life events that happen whether the driver is on shift or not. In the U.S., on the other hand, Uber drivers continue to fight in court for the right to be classed as workers. So
Interesting.
I'm glad to hear that they're making progress anyway.
It is.
I feel like Uber's like really growing up, and they're really like
Yeah.
kind of. I mean, I suppose they're manning up probably in reaction to
There is that, yeah.
the fact that they've been closed down. But the way they came back at it, and now they're offering compensation makes me respect them so much more. In that, I am fairly certain that the taxi drivers in the city of Barrie don't get the compensations that are now
Maybe,
awarded
yeah,
to
maybe.
Uber, in the UK.
So they may want to actually become Uber drivers.
Well, if it comes to North America, right?
Yeah,
Where if the benefits come to North America, we have Uber.
Yeah.
I just love this entire shift because like we're seeing like this entire like internet economy really maturing in this sense, right? Because Uber's not the only one. There's like a lot of other companies that are online based that are like Airbnb, drone based, things like these other things that are now providing insurance. So like if you're Airbnb,
Right.
A drone pilot who flies their drone base, all these other things,
They're wising up.
they're
for sure.
they're saying, okay, we got you covered. Like they're learning,
Right.
hopefully learning from mistakes.
That's it. Is it a marketing thing, or is it actually that the company is
Yeah.
improving? And let's
Exactly.
hope that they're improving.
I think
let's
it's-
sit back and watch.
I'm going to go with the positive on this. They are growing up. Big thanks to Roy W. Nash and our community of viewers for submitting stories to us this week. Thanks for watching the Category 5.tv newsroom. Don't forget to like and subscribe for all your tech news with a slight Linux bias. And for more free content, be sure to check out our website. From the Category 5.tv newsroom, I'm Sasha Rickman.
Thanks, Sasha. I'm Robbie Ferguson.
I'm still Henry. Baillie-Brown.
It's been great having you here, folks. Have a wonderful week. We will see you again next week.